Okay, so UAL breaking here a little bit. Um, there's still room. Just got to be a little bit more conservative. So let's see how this thing opens. This PBYI is actually looking better here now. Let's see what happens here. Sell imbalance is building on UAL. So remember, if you jump in this thing, I would expect to move back to 72. So don't get stopped out because that's it within trend, right? That's just another test of the lower high. So just be aware of that. Watch this thing for a move out of the gates, guys. You could probably scalp this thing pretty well. I'm watching PBYI. PBYI breaking. See what happens here on UAL. Short UAL, 71.20. All right, I'm covering some 71.63 or 70.63. So let's see, 70.63 got filled. TXN surge back above the 20. I covered a third UAL, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to type, talk, trade. PBY trying to hold a gap entry. See what happens here on this UAL. It's a retest I expect to happen. UAL, definitely some odd action here. Kind of whippy. But that retest is holding. You see, look at the retest that trend line to the penny. So we're still okay here. And remember what I said before the market opened. Expect that retest. So still looks okay here. So the longer we can stay below, the better. All right, guys, I'm short PBYI as well here. I got filled 66. Just be aware, this is very, very volatile. But plenty of range on this. All right, I'm going to try to cover some PBYI here through 65. Yeah, Ryan, I mean, it's struggling there. I'm watching it, but it's okay right now. You know, never, depending on where you got in, never a bad idea to lighten up a little bit if you're unsure. Giving it a chance here, though. Because now it looks like it's weak. So I'm going to look for through the lows on UAL to cover some more. PBY, I'm just trying to get this 65 to hit real quick. So that's definitely a little bit concerning there that UAL reclaiming the whole number. But as long, I'm just going to use VWAP to guide this one. As long as we're below that, I'm okay with it. PBYI too. Kind of sitting here sideways at the moment. You can see though the pops keep getting sold on that UAL, so market's turning. So remember PBYI gonna bid out here, so I'm at 65, and All right, it got filled a little bit, 65.05. All right, 65.05 and 10, I got filled. Cover a third of that. Market pulling. So still looking for lows. I got to bid through the lows on UAL. See if this market starts to cause some other things to turn. All right, so both these looking pretty good so far. Market trying to get that thing to turn over will definitely help. So UAL, here we go, coming into the lows. All right, here we go, just got filled. 45, 70, 45 on UAL for another third. UAL definitely weak. So if you guys are watching the tape on that UAL, you can see every pop that hit was sold. I mean, I actually tried to add, but I didn't even have time because as soon as it popped, it was hit back down. So, but that's okay. Still working out. PBYI here, it's just kind of sitting sideways, but it's got that look, just hovering right below the gap entry. Just need a little bit of weakness on this thing, and it should start to just drift. But if it doesn't, I already got a point on a third, so I'm just going to blow out of this if it goes to break even. I don't really like to have more than one trade open, but this PBY was couldn't really pass that up. It's a good setup. So just be aware if you're in PBY. UAL is just weak, guys. I mean, you can see the selling just there. Okay, so on PBY, I got a little bit of slippage. 66.10, that's okay. That's why you have to stop. I'm looking to the pivot, 69.50. We're looking at the pivot on UAL, 69.50s. Probably kind of died on that PBY anyway. So retest on UAL wouldn't be surprised to see happen. That's fine. I actually prefer that so I can add back. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to jump back in PBY for the continued fade, but at this point, it's kind of choppy, and we've got a good one going on UAL, so let's sit tight with it. So I usually would take some through the whole dollar here, but I mean, this thing is just it's going to get destroyed. So I'm just going to wait and see if 69.50 hits. See if this the market too, guys, is turning. Apple's selling hard. Nvidia selling hard. So let's see. I'm going to throw a bid 69.65. Here we catch the TXN. That was kind of a tough move there. But you can see what I was talking about. You know, is basing in the pre-market as opposed to UAL. That's the big takeaway from those two. So Jeremy, when they're basing like that, yeah, that's the kind of the idea, right? If you have that basing action, I mean, just think about it logically, right? If you're getting basing action, that's telling you that there's demand down there, and it's holding that level, so there's some demand there, as opposed to the drifting pattern like we saw in UAL. And I'll go over that again in the recap to make sure it's clear. But what that's telling you, it's price action. Right? You're reading price action, and what that's telling you is that there's weakness, there's supply. Um, you know, there's supply in UAL because the lower highs and the lower lows, you've got room to run, and you know that has a much higher probability of selling as opposed to something like TXN where you're basing and you're not really putting in lower lows or higher lows. So you know you got to just be wary of that, and plus the daily chart. You know, I talked about that a little bit too. How that daily chart setup wasn't really um, didn't really support a short trade yet. It was close, but it wasn't really there yet. So the market's pretty strong here again. Um, Still sticking with the balance of UAL. See if we get that pivot to hit. But everything's trying to move here now. So we can watch UAL back to VWAP here, see if it hits. Just this market's pretty strong. So we'll see.